La 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 la. Hello, Fitches, and Merry Fitchmas! Ho ho ho! Why did I just do that? I have no idea. But I hope you guys are enjoying my festive hat because it's cold out, it's winter, it's Fitchmas! So let's get started with another Fitchmas video, guys. I have another macro tracking video for you guys. This is my top macro tracking hacks. For those of you who do not know what tracking your macros is, it is when you count your calories, but also your carbs, fats, and proteins. I do have other videos dealing with macros, not a lot. I should make more. I'm gonna continue to make more. This is the start of something new. Feels so right. Let's go. Let me get it started with you. Tracking your macros, some people think it's for the birds. I think it's a way of life. That's just me. I'm also kind of addicted to it, but don't worry, I'll do a dramatic video later on my channel talking about my mental struggles with tracking your macros. They're there. They are there. You have them. Everybody has to. I think it's a thing. So I'll talk about that another day. But today we're talking about the hacks. Okay, my first tip for you guys, or hack, whatever you want to call it, using pre-packaged items is literally genius. I'm talking about your pre-packaged nuts. I'm talking about pre-packaged peanut butter, protein bars. If you can scan it, it's gonna be easy. The situation with that is, those are processed foods, except I don't think nuts are. I mean, do you know the answer to that? Because I don't. But keeping things in pre-portioned package size is just so much easier, especially for nuts, because nuts are one of those things that it's like, you could have a handful of nuts and that could be like literally 500 calories. I'm not even kidding you. It's disgustingly crazy. I don't know why they made nuts that way. They look so small and healthy, but they are a lot of calories. So for me, I get pre-packaged nuts, pre-packaged peanut butter. Could I list another thing? I don't know. Apparently not. But the reason I love doing the nuts is exactly why I just told you, because they can actually be a lot of calories super fast and you don't even notice it if you're just mindlessly snacking with them. And also with the peanut butter, oh Lord, everybody knows. It's like tale as old as time. Nobody actually does the correct serving size of peanut butter. Like, nobody does unless they're weighing it out. And it's so sticky and such a hassle to weigh it out that it's just so much more logical for me to get the Justin peanut butter packets. Like, they're genius. So it just saves you time and makes things a lot easier if you stick to prepackaged items that are already portion sized. Another hack, keep your macros the same even when you're working out. So on a day that you work out and you burn 800, 500 calories, whatever it may be, or on a day where you don't really do anything other than just live your life, eat the same amount of calories when you're in a deficit, because on the days that you are working out and eating in a deficit, you'll just be getting closer to your goal. That is something I learned from my macro tracking coach. And I also think it's just good to keep your body on like 1 calorie intake, like if you can do that, because then it gets used to it and you're less hungry because your body's kind of just adjusted to receiving the same amount of calories every single day. Another hack, try not to eat out as much as possible when you're in a deficit, for sure. I mean, yes, you can track things through MyFitnessPal, which is the app that I use to track my macros. I love getting Chipotle, but other than Chipotle, for the most part, I really do not like to eat out because I feel like it's really hard to track other things. And same, I don't even know why I've like chosen Chipotle as like the meal that I eat out and like still track it. When it's like literally probably like not even the correct measurements, but I do think that it probably is, I don't even know. But for whatever reason, I have deemed Chipotle as like an okay thing to eat out and track. But other than that, like, don't eat out, mainly because like they use so much butter and salt and it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you gonna use that butter? Like, come on now. Simmer down. It's just easier and you'll have more peace of mind if you literally just stick to like not eating out. But like, I'm not saying you can't ever eat out. I'm just saying if you want the best results, I'm trying to give you a hack on how to have good results with your macros. So just don't eat out. You're all like, great, I want to click out of this video and never track my macros because I love eating out, I mean, trust me, I get it. It's just, you can't not eat out, but I'm just promising you that you'll have more success if you just don't eat out that much. Ooh! Adding protein protein to your coffees. Mind blowing. Okay, so I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, you can take muscle milk that's already like in the liquid bottle and like pour it in to your coffee, or you can take a protein powder, add water, shake it up, and then put that in your coffee. Not only will you get a delicious flavor, you will get 20 grams of protein. Like, what? It's amazing. Like, I always try to keep my protein higher with my macros. So protein isn't super fun to eat all the time. And it's just nice to be able to have a flavorful coffee that you're not feeling guilty about, because it's not like 1,700 calories from the syrup and the sugar, because you're getting the flavor just from this like protein powder or your muscle milk. So if you don't know, now you know. If you're not doing it, get on it. I'm telling you right now. So good. Protein in the coffee. Ain't nothing to it. It's amazing. Search the form of your food. If it's an uncooked piece of meat, search uncooked meat. If it is liquid egg whites, say liquid egg whites. If it is cooked chicken, say cooked chicken. Just type it in on MyFitnessPal. Such a great app, and they have so much information in there for like all different forms of food. Another hack for you guys, make sure you're evening out your carbs, fats, and proteins. You don't really want to be eating like all carbs for breakfast, some protein, fat, and carbs for lunch, and then like literally all protein and fat for dinner. Like, now, who says you can't do that? You know, nobody says you can't do that. I'm just telling you not to do that, because I believe, and I have learned through my own experience, that when I stick to having an even amount of carbs, fats, and proteins, you know, or a variety of carbs, fats, and proteins in every meal, I feel better. Like, I feel more sustained and like less hunger. Maybe it has nothing to do with that, but I'm just telling you guys another hack. This kind of has to do with what I said in the beginning, but like tracking things that have like a nutrition label like are just so much easier, especially when you're like on the go. You know, you want to look for like the hard-boiled egg or like the nuts, instead of like that apple or the banana, only because, no, you can, you know what, I'm lying. Definitely always eat apples and bananas. I love apples and bananas. I love apples. I could live without bananas. I mean, I really could. But you know, when you're, you know, at a convenience store and you see a banana, you know, you don't really have your scale in your back pocket, so you don't really know like how much it weighs. So like when you're on the go, like prepackaged items, like that's a hack. Like, oh, scan that, let me scan that. But that also does lead me to my next hack. If you guys are out and about and you want to eat something that like needs to be like measured out, I would find it in MyFitnessPal, write it in, and then I would like do a larger serving than like what it is. Like if I'm gonna have a banana, I would put large banana. Even if it's like not entirely a large banana, I'm like, well, that's the price you pay for wanting to eat an item without your scale, and it requires a scale. Like, we're gonna track it as the highest amount that it has in MyFitnessPal. You don't have to do that. That's just, I guess that's just a hack. Another hack for you guys is trying to incorporate high volume meals into your daily eating routine is what's gonna help you feel fuller without using so many calories. So an example of that, which I will also link in the description below, my little ebook that I made for my favorite macro tracking friendly meals that are high volume, low calorie. High volume means things like salads or whole foods that are gonna fill you up, but not necessarily take so many calories, if that makes sense. It is a little bit harder though, only because those high volume foods tend to be like perishables, and if you just like can't always be like making your meals fresh or like always refrigerating or this or that, and like you're just, you know, your hands are tied in that situation, or you're never able to use up your perishable goods like by the time they go bad, like things of that nature is what makes it harder to incorporate them. But I still say incorporate as many high volume foods as possible. Another hack is to meal prep your food. I'm sure, you know, tale as old as time, everybody knows about the meal prepping, but it seriously does wonders for keeping you on track, especially if you're only gonna meal prep one thing, do like your meats. I love having my cooked meats for the week, and then it's like boom, 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 easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And my last hack for you guys is if you genuinely do not feel like sticking to your macros because you just want to eat a big thing of nachos, or you want to get ice cream, you just want to do something other than tracking your macros for the whole day, because you want to have some sort of treat or high calorie thing that you know if you track it, it's gonna be like, oh my God. The way to go about this is to just not track your macros and have what you want to have, because otherwise, at least for me, what will end up happening is I'll go along with tracking my macros for the entire day and then still want to have the thing that I want to have, and then you end up overeating. Whereas if you really were to just go out and get gummy worms, a meatball sub, and some ice cream, and that's what you wanted to have for a day because it's a Saturday and you're sleeping until 12 and you're gonna go to bed at 8 and you're really only gonna eat just a random ass meal like that. Like, it's really not that many calories. I mean, a one meatball sub is like 1,000 calories, and then well, the gummy worms are probably also 1,000 calories, and then that's 1,000 calories. But you know, just do it. You know what I mean? Life is definitely way too short to be restricting yourself every single day because you will lose your mind. I'm currently coming out of a mind-losing situation. I'm revamping my macro tracking mindset, so that's why I've decided to put together these videos, share my mistakes, share my hacks. If you guys haven't seen my other macro tracking videos, I will link them in the description below. And I will continue to make more macro tracking videos because I feel like it's something that I've become obsessed with and into, and I don't foresee myself like ever like not tracking my macros. Like, even when I'm going over and stuff, like I'd rather be like, you're going over, this is how much you ate today. Yeah, like I just like to know. Same as I just like to know how many calories I burn in a workout by using a heart rate monitor. It's just what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another Fitty Freckles video again. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in my next video.